new here and you want to skip forward just a few minutes, if you're watching after the live, that would be perfect. Just while I sort out the technology. I did start off where I was preloading the lives in, so everybody could come in and join and it was there ready and waiting, but it doesn't, the sound doesn't work very well, so I'm waiting on new microphones. So in this case, if you just want to skip forward about 3 or 4 minutes whilst I do the technology thing, that would be fantastic. Unless you want to sit and listen to me waffle, that is, then absolutely you can. So yes, I'll be right with you as soon as I work out how to do this. So just 1 second and I'll get right there. Just a few minutes is all it takes. So I am Emma from Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts. I am obsessed with crafting. I craft a lot. I am obsessed with resin. I am obsessed with papercrafts, mixed media, absolutely anything and everything I can craft with. And I have done it for a long time. Basically, I was crafting since I could pick up a crayon. My mum is a crafter, and so on and so forth. Yes, so tonight we are going to use UV resin, hot glue, and ordinary glue to create words, obviously embellishments, absolutely anything at all you can do with it to go on our artwork. But whilst that, I do a thing every year that is, I call it Colour Your World, and basically it is, we'll pick a prompt and some colours, and then we make artwork with it. I have been adding techniques in little places as well, to go with it. Sorry, I am here. Just 1 more minute. And I shall be right with you. Right, I think that'll do. Right, I'll try and get myself back onto YouTube now. So, I am here. So tonight we're going to use UV resin. We are going to use glue, hot glue. I have got the glue gun all set up. I also do have a new heat tool. Thank you to the lovely adopted mum, Maureen. Yes. Hi, Lorna. Hi, Dominique. Hi, Kim. Hi, Val. Hi, Kim, Dominique, Val. Don't think I ever said Lorna. Hi. Anyway, I think I got everybody. So, what we did for the Colour Your World, which takes us back to the waffle when I was busy, is we used UV resin to create this word. And I said, rather than do it all in all the mixed media, because I threw so much at this, let's do a card version of it, a more papercraft friendly version. So I have got glue. This was too runny. It just all merged into one. I did try with this glue as well. It didn't work as well. This was the result we got from that. Whilst it is kind of readable, it's not the best. But the Cosmic Shimmer glue, the acrylic glue, worked an absolute treat. And I will show you that. But we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to show you how I got this far. And I'm using it on greaseproof paper. I used the resin on this, I used the hot glue on this, and it all worked an absolute treat. So, this is the Cosmic Shimmer glue. Again, worked an absolute treat. It's still a little bit wet, but we can absolutely use it. And I've got my little eye there, so this one says smile. Unsure what words we're going to use. So, but I still did find the best one was the hot glue. I'm just going to pop that there for now. And I'll turn that on. And this is what I got from the hot glue. I mean, it's so, mind of its own, it's so easy with the hot glue and it dries quick. So I need you to shout out words it is. We'll do, whilst we're waiting for the glue gun to heat up, we'll do a resin one. And I have just got ordinary normal resin. I did use a thick viscosity one last time. So, hi Stephanie. Hi anybody that's come in and I've missed you. How's everybody feeling? Hi Jane. Is everybody well? I'm going to do this one first because I've just thought I have to plug the UV light in. Oh no, actually, I've got the torch. We'll leave that to heat up. I've got the torch. So we'll just do an easy word with this because I think we're going to use the hot glue anyway just because it's easier. But words. Hot. We'll do hot. So again, just UV resin. And you can do them in any font that you want. Obviously, it depends on if you like your own writing or whatever. You can print it out and trace it underneath the greaseproof paper because you can absolutely see underneath it. So that is the UV resin. I'll do the hot glue and then what I'll do is show you how easy it is to write with the acrylic glue. So, love. We went hot. So the only difference is with the hot glue is if you try and heat emboss over the top of it or anything, it will melt again. So that would have to be the last thing that went on. Whereas with the UV resin and the acrylic glue, it's a little bit easier to do things over the top of it. So that's that. I mean, that's ready to go now. Absolutely. I'm just going to pop that on the top of there though, make sure it's all cured properly, just with it just being the torch. And then, what was the next word down? I'm not writing that, Lorna. I can't even read that. We'll go with love. So, pop that back. Really super easy. And then, you can kind of control how fast it comes out. The only thing I found is that with the little heat, with these little glue guns, is you have to keep pushing the button. But if you don't get it right the first time, you can go over the top of it and make it a little bit thicker. So both work absolutely fine. The hot glue and the UV resin. I'm going to unplug this one because me and hot glue guns left plugged in do not mix. So that one will come straight off. That one will cool down and come straight off. This one, it takes 6 to 8 working days to completely dry, even in this heat. Let's go for Smile. And again, I did find that this one and the UV resin were very easy, like super easy to draw with. And this one does dry 3D. Not as 3D as the UV resin and the hot glue. But I'm thinking, you know, I've got some mica powder. And I think I might have gone too far. But I think the hot glue might be okay. There's no reason why we can't mica them up into any colour that you want whilst they're still drying, because that one's still tacky. I've left that one go too far. If I just sort of waved it over the top, that would have worked a treat as well before totally cured. But that there is then ready to use. I am going to stick with the red and gold theme because I did promise the canvas, and then Thursday just didn't happen. I was just Thursday. Between Looney being sick and making stuff for the fair. Actually, I wonder if... No, that's not going to work. So if it's still on the greaseproof paper, you can absolutely just paint it on there. Make it easy for yourself. If not, you can just ink it or whatever you want to do after that. I'm going to pop that there. And I'm just going to pop all of this to one side. Actually, I'll just take that straight off. Dead easy like that. I think we're going to use Love, though, because I've painted it gold already. So I'm just going to pop that over there while it completely cools down. This here is the... So I've got a bit of black card and I've got some of the handmade cotton watercolour card paper stuff. And I thought it might be quite nice to do it with that. So this is our card blank here. a half a card blank because I was too lazy to fold a bit of paper. And now I've got some water. And what I'm going to do is just wet this because I quite like the frayed edge. And I don't think it'll fray completely because it's obviously watercolour cards made for water. But if we can just get it to fray a little bit, I'll be happy. And this mat is just for icing and things like that. And I found that it's awesome for using for this. It sticks, it doesn't move, you know, like the brown heat resistant ones. This is heat resistant as well, but it just doesn't move. Catching up. Is everybody okay? Kim, are you feeling better? How are you feeling, Stephanie? Are you all better now, Val, after food poison? Anybody else who wasn't feeling well, I hope you're all okay. Right. So all I'm going to do is, it'll not be totally the same. I kind of hoped by wetting it, it would be a bit better, but I think, nah, it's kind of, anyway, it's kind of ish. We'll just pull a bit more out of that so it looks a bit more raggy. I'm sorry if everybody hates that noise. That is horrible. And then all I'm going to do is I've got some Diamond Rocks in red and I've got Lumberjack plaid in the oxide. And what I thought was this, and we're going to get some pretty cool hopefully it'll stick because it is quite chunky, this red. I'm not too fussed about getting it everywhere. Obviously we've already got the red on and we are going to add black to it. So paper crafters often have embossing powders and it's all stuck to that though. I didn't think about that on this mat. Right, we'll just melt it. So look, it's called Sequin. I love it. And I'm going to start off on the lowest setting, and even the lowest setting is perfectly not violent at all. I'm so happy with it, honestly. So has everybody got the bets placed on how long it takes us to break this one? Hopefully not long. I forgot to sign up for the last tag swap. So I have signed up for this one. So yeah, it's been a busy couple of months, hasn't it? Has everybody had a nice weekend? Oh, I am just going to turn it up a smidge because I'm impatient. There we go. So it's more texture I'm looking for. Obviously we've already got the colour. We are going to add black and gold to this as well, I think. So at the minute we can go back over with more red. All I'm going to do is build up the layers. But there is no acrylic paint, anything in sight. The most we used is sort of the glue and things for the words. But that all depends on what you've got. If you've got other words or even MDF words, you do not need to do this if you don't want to get messy at all. Oh, Emma. Did not think that one through, did I? Look at that. Everything's stuck. Good thing about it is I can just hide it in the sink, but not good for when I'm busy now. Right. So now I haven't got gold embossing powder, but I have got this stuff called Bubbly, and I do have the gold mica powder. And this is like champagne colour. So what I thought was, just pop a little bit of that in there with some gold mica powder, and we're going to get the red and gold, aren't we? The look. The only way it'll last. Yeah. Hopefully it lasts long though. Hopefully, but place your bets now. And I'm saying what? Have we got a week? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? I do have my tiny little spoon, which I love. You only need a little. Actually, we'll just tie a bit more and make sure it's very gold. Makeup powders go so far. It's a very awesome looking heat gun. I'm very happy with it. I was going to get one. I was just putting it off because, you know, when you just keep buying the same thing over and over again. But then the lovely Maureen, she must have felt sorry for us. Having shares in the heat tool. Oh, look at that. It's thingy in me. I made this bowl out of plaster and it's colour in it. Anyway. So what I thought now is, because we're using the glue, now you can use embossing powder and things, but I was thinking getting some effects that we got on the canvas, but keeping it paper crafty. I thought with the glue, just kind of pull it up and down to the edges, still having some red in the background. And I cut the glue too far down, so that doesn't go on top, hence the big pin. So what I was thinking was just doing this. And if you've got gold embossing powder yourself, you don't have to mess about at all. But this is nothing that, if there's a paper crafter out there that doesn't have embossing powder and things, then this is your cute. Just stick it on, Emma. I was trying to be tidy. It didn't work. I just thingied it all over. So I dyed my hair today. I had 3 inches of grey roots. That was terrible. But it's gone now. That was my day. There we go. So again, with the fabulous heat tool, it's already got glue on, my life. Did you? I know you said you researched it, I thought you were joking. Emma proof heat tool. I'll tell you what, if it is heat proof, mind, the review will be immense on it. Heat proof, Emma proof, honestly. But the thing is with the acrylic glue as well, when I'm doing this, you're going to get some really cool effects because it's going to bubble. Let me see. And the glue will dry down to be clear. We're just using it to glue the embossing powder on. Oh, look at that. It's gone over the red as well a little bit, the makeup powder, and it's sticking. Oh, I like that. Oh, you know what we should do? Or what I should do, you know. Was it hot travelling back? I bet it was. Let's just add some little bits of red. It's already all over, we may as well just go for it. Into the glue. You know where it hasn't started to dry yet. And we'll get some raised red areas as well. Now I do understand red and gold is probably not everybody's favourite colour choice. But that's the whole idea with Colour Your World. Is when I sort of think of the colours and pop them out there, I'm thinking of things that not everybody will use. A lot of the time, well, not a lot of the time, I often think of things I don't use quite often, and I challenge myself as well. This one was a personal challenge, the red and the gold, because not something I use very often in crafting. The gold, yes, with the black, but not red and gold together. Certain topics, the challenges, I thought not everybody will do. Like obviously different times of the year for different sort of themes of challenges. Obviously Halloween is a one that's very much Marmite, isn't it? You either love Halloween or you hate it. But crafting in the Halloween colours and doing something a little bit different, so it helps me a lot, the Colour Your World. There we go. I think we're nearly there. So we have red, we have gold, we also have the watercolour going behind, which is something a little bit different too. But then I was thinking black. And I thought the word could be black. And because the last week's on the canvas I showed at the beginning was very, very dark. So what I was thinking was, let's go dark around the edges. And then obviously the black background, but keeping it so it's not completely dark on the paper. We can add black splats even. So whilst we're keeping it similar, and if you've got papers and things like that you've already painted, you can build up the papers on this and you don't even have to get you anything out. Oh, there. So I was thinking, just bringing it in. Nice and dark with a lovely distressed edge. Again, if you don't like the distressed edge, don't use it. Just have them nice and straight. Obviously, straight is a challenge for me always. Oh. So, let's see if I can find something black to splat with. Or gold to splat with. Or both. Oh my gosh. Let's go for... No. So, just an acrylic pen. There we go. And I'll mop that bit up. All I did on the side was push the nib down on it. Just to get the ink flowing. And then we'll go for some gold. Come on, splat better. But I've got gold in my hair. There we go. And then I am going to glue it on to this. And it's quite a nice background anyway, isn't it? Very good, Jane. You have been busy. Oh, Dominique, what's happened? I'm so sorry, lovely. Send me a love. I'm going to use this because I'm going to keep that cosmic shimmer. I'm a bit, because Creative Expressions is no longer there, is it? So the cosmic shimmer, unless somebody else has took it over, has anybody heard? Is anybody else doing cosmic shimmer, or can we still get the glue? So that is going to go on to there. And then I have picked out something that I did the last time as well. So I have got the black and the cream netting. Or not netting, I don't know what it is. So, and again, I don't want to cut to be perfect, so I think that can go onto there. And then I'm going to keep this cream though, because we have got the cream of the background still. Like that. Still think it needs more. I don't feel like it's very... Let's have a look. What did I do on the last one? I added glitter, didn't I? And then I turned some black gold. But because the word's very gold, and it's just going on a smaller area. Should we go for the glitter? Yeah, but does it do what the Cosmic Shimmer does. Is it acrylic based or is it water based? That is the question. I don't have gold glitter. But you know what? I'm going to try something different. So I'm going to plug this glue gun in. Because we've got blue, we have gold words. And of course we've got the background. Okay, I'm looking, Katie Sue took Cosmic Shimmer and are doing... Oh, there's Stephanie. That's awesome. Yeah, the Creative Expressions was Cosmic Shimmer, wasn't it? So I thought maybe everything Cosmic Shimmer would be stopping. But if Katie Sue took it over, she's local as well. She's just at South Shields. So I'm quite pleased about that. I am going to leave me smile there. I'm going to take this off because now it is nice and dry. The good thing about this as well, you can kind of just pick any stray bits off. But what I'm thinking is, it could end up totally wrong. Because we haven't got the glitter, but what I'm thinking is, just waiting for the, I have switched it on. I was going to say it might help if I switch it on, but I have. What I'm thinking is, I do have this, which is the bronze Cosmic Shimmer. We can use some of that and try and build up a different layer. Because obviously we had the glitter. But I'm just thinking, random patterns, more glue. There's no reason why we can't make stuff like this a focal point as well. And if I just do that, because I kind of planned to do this another time, whereas make a focal point out of it, but this isn't going to be a focal point, this is going to go behind it, but I think it might work. And I've just gone with any old random shape. I'm going to use this bronzy stuff. That's awesome. I will be looking up. It's starting to dry now. So I know I said no paint or anything, but I just want to do this little thing. And I never stick to anything I say anyway. You can't take nothing I say seriously. I always change my mind. So all I want to do, it's not totally dry yet, but we'll go with it. The cool paint might cool it down quicker. I was thinking black, but then I thought, well, we could have went over with glitter, but I haven't got it next to us. In fact, I don't even know what I did with that glitter. I still never found the packet, and I've still got it wrapped up though. Know the bit that I wrapped up in the paper. Could just use that. We might use that. This is just a different idea. But Tuesday we're going to revisit this because I've so many ideas in my head now. So if you get bored of this quick, sorry. So we'll try them both. So this is the bit where I'm going completely off. And this is where I do actually have some of the glitter that I wrapped up still because I couldn't find the actual. So I'm just going to let that dry 2 minutes. Bring this back in, of course. You know, just because I'm all over the place and nobody has a clue what I'm doing. And what I'm going to do is a bit more glue. Just like that. Just like that. And then I'm going to take this big glitter. I'd love to know where I put the bag of glitter, you know. There. And then we'll just wrap this up. Again, you can't make this up, can you? I literally had the bag of glitter in my hand last week and I still haven't found it from where I put it safe. And then we'll go with the black and we will go with the cream and then the love. Ta-da! See, I think that's a lovely abstract card for anybody. But then we can peel this off. Whoop. Stuck to me tape. Oh, it's well stuck to the tape. I glued me thingy in half to try and make it a bit stiff. Oh, we all know I love this more. So much. Oh, I kind of just, let's lose the love. Let's have that on. Let's have that on and let's have that. And then, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let's grab. I love it when a plan changes and then comes together. Sorry if I'm wiggling the camera again. I'm still attached to the desk. I need to find somewhere else to put it, so I'm not wiggling yous all over the place. Yeah, okay. I need to cover that properly. I need some black. What are we thinking? What are we? Not the white. Not the white. Help me. was that not the white netting stuff? Oh, I'll take it off then. Oh, see, I quite like the white. Okay, so just the word on without the white, but I quite like the contrast. Hang on, I'll add more black so it's a bit more there, so it comes over the top, and then add that on. I love this so much. And then I'm going to go over this with the black paint, so everybody knows what I was going to do. And this is what I'm happening now, because I can't stick to a plan. And I still need to show you a picture of what I did on the plant pot with the fairy. But the plant pot is now in the blooming shed because I tidied up. I will get a picture, I promise. Actually, I don't know if anybody's seen the pictures I put up of all the plant pots I did. It does lift it to the eye. I was just thinking with the white background and things, but no, I love this. I love this. I want to do this all the time now. I'm going to need shares in the hot glue. I want to move that over so I can see a little bit of the glitter behind. And then I want to put that down instead of trying to take the lid off with my teeth. I'm going to glue that on. I'm putting quite a bit of glue under this. Actually, I'll stick some there as well. And then this will glue the actual fabric down as well. I love this so much. I love it. And all that glue will dry completely white. And this, the glue is not dry, but you will get some of the gold flecks coming through if I touch it, so it might be a happy accident. Who knows? And again, quite a bit on there. I'm a happy bunny. My favourite part is the wiggle behind. Look at that. I love it. In fact, just lose all of that and we'll make it into a DL card. Hold on. Hang fire. This won't be straight, but it'll be absolutely fine. Lose that. And now I'm totally in love with it. And this is how I create It starts off with one plan and I go completely off piece like that. I love that. Let's get rid of them bits. I don't like them at all now. And then imagine that just onto a black DL card. Obviously with the scraped edges. I will leave that to dry. I will get a photograph. I am absolutely 100% in love with that. And I'm going to leave it there. Love it. Definitely more contrast. Get rid of those edges. We didn't need them at all. I will scuff these edges. In fact, let's just pull that off there. And I'll let that dry. So anything I've ever made in my life has started off as one thing and changed. And then all of a sudden it stopped and my crafty mojo kind of went away. And I was trying to do like stuff which I thought people wanted to see for a long time. But all of a sudden it's coming back. I feel a lot better with everything I'm making. And I feel a lot happier. And I love this. It's all coming back now and I love it so much. The experimenting, absolutely everything. And I'm so happy. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, with that, I'm going to finish on a high note. I'm going to let all this dry, scuff the edges, add it to black. I will take pictures. I will show you what I did to the plant pot. And I will see you all on Tuesday. Thank you for spending your Sunday night with me. And yes, thank you so much. I love the black. I love the actual glitter and I love it. So I'm going to sit and make glue gun shapes now and I'll just build them up onto everything. You'll see them everywhere. You'll be so sick of hot glue and resin and everything. I love it. Anyway, I will see you Tuesday at 7 p.m. and we will do something else. I don't know what. Probably something to do with this. Have a lovely Monday. I hope it's not a horrible Monday. I hope everybody feels better tomorrow and or still keeps feeling better. And I want to see what you do with your hot glue. I really do. Actually, speaking of hot glue, should we do the hot glue shapes and things on Monday on a canvas? You know what I was saying last week? And then obviously I lost a day and so on and so forth. Should we do some hot glue art on Tuesday? Shall we? Let me know in the comments. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, all that jazz. If you're watching after, if you're watching now, do it now. Thank you, please, thank you. And I will see you all Tuesday night. Bye.